All right, guys, I have something really amazing to show you all. You guys have seen the Cybertruck build out. Here behind me is a Rivian R1T build out for a coffee experience. I'm gonna have Nolan, who's the owner of Proud Mary, walk us through his build. And you guys are gonna see, all of this get set up, but it is so sick. And I wanna show that off. All right. I'm excited to see this setup.
Yeah.
So I'm here in Austin. We're at the Proud Mary Coffee Roastery. Got Nolan here, and I want to show you guys his Rivian build out on this coffee setup. It's crazy.
Pretty cool. We're about to take this espresso machine over here and that old kind of board and slide it on the back. And so we'll load it up ready for our event tomorrow.
Yep.
In the gear tunnel, we've already got built out a little coffee bar that we can slide out. I'll give you a little look at that.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at this. This is super cool. You guys have seen the Cybertruck build out. This is a Rivian build, but it's a coffee build out. Same thing. Taking these trucks and really using them for service of coffee, giving people coffee experiences. Mobile cafe setups, this is what you can do nowadays with the landscape of electric trucks, and it's amazing. So we're going to be taking a look at this build out here. This is the ultimate setup for serving pop-ups, right?
It sure is, man. Yeah.
So you can get iced coffee, snap chill on tap with this setup. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So you put the coffee in there,
Yeah, coffee's in the keg.
and then this does a nitro infusion.
Yeah, it's going to chuck gas into the keg.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll push the product through here, and there's also gas running through this. This is gonna charge it up with nitrogen on the way out.
Yeah.
And still get a real creamy head.
Yeah, and then you get nitro coffee coming right out of here.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And then these are all Yeti coolers, so everything works out really nicely.
Yeah, what's funny is when we went to SCA in Chicago,
Uh-huh.
we shipped that Rivian to SCA
Yeah.
a week before Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Put this on ice,
It's still
shipped it, and it got there and
it's still cold.
fucking cold.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the ultimate summer setup right here. Serve a ton of coffee, or like
Yeah.
how big is this?
20 liters.
20 liters. Wow. Okay. That'll last an event.
Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thanks, dude. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow, you get nitro coffee off the side of your truck. Wow. Okay. Good. Put your cup right here.
Yep. All it needs now. It's a little drip tray. Let me get a drip tray for it.
Drip tray. Okay. Nice little drip tray for that. Wow.
Now we'll throw the espresso machine in.
What do we have here?
So this is a little espresso station. All the things I need to make killer espresso off the back of the Rivian. This is where we store it when we're not using it. There's a few things that we've put in here so that you can kind of like pack it away on the road. Little guy there.
Slots for everything.
Yep. And you know what it's like driving, man. You kind of
Yeah, you gotta make sure stuff doesn't like shake everywhere.
Yeah. Sweet. That's great. I might corner third.
Yep. Wow, look at that.
I can just plug it in right here, man.
And then it plugs right in here. So we got 110 out
Yep.
on the R1T.
That's right. So you can turn it on from the console while you're driving. So when you're on the road, you can kind of like, oh, should we stop for a chai or a latte? Turn it on, have the machine warm up while you're driving, pull over and be making mum a chai before you know it, Yeah, and that'll slide away and lock into the gear.
So
I get the wheel arches.
Okay.
Exactly. And then it's got a used little plastic chopping board and cut strips the same width as the channel in the tray, so it can slide forwards and back nice and easily.
Yeah. You can pull up and you can have. I mean, this is a crazy setup here.
It's ready to go.
And you also can have the cold coffee, nitro coffee off the side, and you can have pour over off on the side.
Yeah,
on the side there. Yeah, look at that. That fits in.
Yep.
Look at that. Wow.
And so I'll need to move the tower out of the way. Otherwise, everything else, the cover can just close over it.
So, where did this idea come from? Why this setup?
We got really excited by the idea of electric vehicles and power, and how can coffee show up, and then where can it show up, and where can we go and drink the most delicious coffee on the planet, and without any compromises. I love to be able to do things to their best, regardless of where we are, and so this is a great vehicle for being able to make incredible coffee on the road.
It's all integrated into the truck because you have the gear tunnel on this, so you can fit. I mean, this is crazy. Let's talk about this real quick.
So I had a lot of fun making a pour-over stand that would fit perfectly in the gear tunnel, and to be able to, the idea was like, how quickly could I have all the things that I need ready to go to make killer coffee? And the amount of times we've done events and we take a box of all the things that we need, and then we're fumbling trying to set everything up, and it kind of feels rushed. But it's so cool to be able to just slide out this station and have the kettles already plugged in, have the water on tap, have the grinder sitting there, the carafes, the scales are cut in, papers, refractometer, the info cards.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it really, really dialed, and I love it. It's super handy. Anytime we stop to go charge up, we'll make a cup of tea or a coffee, and then keep driving. It's a lot of fun.
You've done events with this in front of your cafe too.
Yeah.
Right. And do people come and see this? And
A lot of the time people are like, "What is this guy doing? Like, does that cafe realize that he's out the front?" But I really like to take care of the guests that are waiting for a table, and to be able to make them something to drink and make them feel special in that moment, and to start off their kind of experience right then and there, and then they go inside and hopefully have an awesome meal and come out, stoked.
So did you do all of this wood?
Yeah.
So it's all very intentional for the different pieces of equipment.
Yeah, come around and have a look, man. Let me show you how this works, because a lot of people kind of like want to understand how that came to be. From the other side, what I did, I got really curious. I took this seal plate off, and I found 2 factory bolt holes right here that are threaded already.
Okay.
And I just happened to have the right size bolts, and so I bolted a piece of timber, just an LVL, straight to the frame, and then a 6x2 LVL from one side to the other, and I attached really heavy duty draw slides, and then that's what everything is sitting on. And you see it slides out a long way.
Yeah.
You can also see that it's a really snug fit. Like, we didn't really waste
any space. Yeah. And then this has its own 110 for the kettles and the grinder.
Yeah, there's 110 and there's also a 12 volt. And so the 12 volt I will use sometimes for the Dominic freezer. And we'll have coffees already dosed out.
Right. Yeah,
which is what we use on the X Bloom.
Yeah. You guys are full no compromise. Like, this is the entire. You got the frozen coffee. With the entire setup.
We're in Texas, man, so it gets hot here, and coffee gets spoiled real quick. To keep it frozen, no compromise. It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long did this take you to build out?
It took me 3 days, 3 kind of like long days of like just getting after it. About a year ago, I almost got it done for SCA last year in Portland. and but didn't quite have enough time to ship it there, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you've added some stuff too
Yeah.
across the across the year. So like, I think you got the cold snap chill set up.
Yeah. Made a nice little shelf that is, removable shelf. We would put like a retail display on here, and so it's kind of nice to have the mild, curious, wild displayed, some deluxe. We had a lot of fun. SCA in Chicago, brewing coffee on the streets outside of different parties and whatnot.
Yeah. Does this have any impact on battery life at all on the truck? I mean,
minimal. Yeah, like when we've really hammered it really hard, you might see like 5-10% in a day. And so I think as it was when we were in Chicago, this arrived on the Wednesday, and we hammered it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday we shipped it back, and we had 50%. So from Wednesday to Sunday, event after event, it kind of handled it.
With this setup, you can also have multiple people working on it at once.
Yeah.
You can have the espresso
Yeah.
there. You can have
the
pour over here.
And then the snap chills are nice kind of add-on if you're if you've got a big crowd. It's nice to be able to make something to drink quickly, you know.
But how come you went with the ES1 here?
We were like part of the Synesso family. Like we've always had Synesso in our lineup. And so as soon as they made something, the home machine and 110, we knew it was like, man, a match made in heaven, you know.
We're finally seeing people take the electric trucks and put them into coffee. Maybe we'll get the Cybertruck next to this. If
100%.
That's something you guys want to see, we can make that happen.
100%.
But otherwise, you can find this in Austin, right? You're generally going to keep this in Austin, or you may see around.
You may see me in Oregon summertime. I'm there all summer, and there's a good chance that we'll have this or one of these.
Yeah, you can catch it out there.
Yeah.
But no, this is such an amazing build, and I just wanted to show this off because I think what people are doing with these new generations of electric trucks, it's such a great way to bring coffee experiences out there. People, you guys need to understand, like, you need to see some of this with your own eyes. You got to see like coffee being brewed live outside, right? And this electric stuff has really allowed the flexibility for you to be anywhere to brew coffee.
It really is super cool. I mean, like when you go camping and you make the effort to make a good cup of coffee, there's something super satisfying about that. And to be able to just do that anywhere with a killer backdrop,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing now. And because a lot of these electric trucks now have the ability to output so much power, you don't need to compromise anymore. It's not like, I need to make sure I bring like a gas burner and do that. It's like, no, you can power literally the top end equipment with these trucks.
Yeah.
And that's today now. So I think this is the first truck build I had seen. And then, we did the Cybertruck some after, but it's a little bit different style.
Sure.
But this is so cool. And I really wanted to show that off for you guys since I was in town.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I want to thank Nolan for showing this off.
Good to have
you guys will see more about this. I'm going to be coming back in town in the future, and I can always show you guys updates of the build. But I just love this. It's so fun.
Thanks.
All right. See you guys later.
Thanks.